Repeat a lie multiple times and it becomes the truth. That's the law of propaganda, as was used by one of the Nazi leaders, right? Just keep repeating the lie over and over again, over and over again. And then people keep hearing you speak it with so much conviction. And then they start believing that is the truth. Friends, this is what gaslighting is. This is what toxic people do to you. This is what narcissists do to you to get their ultimate control on you. They keep questioning your sense of reality. They keep questioning your sanity. They keep questioning your reactions. They keep questioning your perception. They keep questioning your memory of facts. And they keep belittling you. They keep making you look like a lie over and over again to the point that you start believing that you don't remember things very well, or you're just paranoid, or you're depressed, or you have mental health issues, etc. This is the ultimate form of control, especially when it comes from your trusted loved ones, your close family relationships, your spouse, your partner, your cousins, your siblings, your parents. Um, you're left with no choice but to keep, believe them. You being good natured, you think that people would not speak things without properly thinking through it and also speaking the truth. And that's why you think that the other person's speaking the truth, but no, they're not. They're only manipulating you. And what happens over a period of time is you stop believing your own self and you start relying on others, their memory of events, what they're saying. Let's look at some examples. These examples are very unique to specific situations. So I'm just sharing a few with you and to see if you could recognize that in your life. If a husband spending too much time at work, too much time with the women at work and talking to them and talking very sweetly with them, but coming back home and screaming at the wife and being very rude to the wife, etc. And when the wife questions that, then he goes, "Oh, you're just being paranoid. I'm not having an affair. You're just being paranoid. That's your problem. That's why I hate talking to you, and that's why I have such difficulty talking to you because you're just paranoid and you're always judging me all the time." That's gaslighting. Her whole discomfort is out of the window. He's not addressing her discomfort. He's not addressing her need for fidelity in the marriage. He's not addressing her concerns. He's not reaching out to her with love and affection. Complete gaslighting of her experience. Once I had a client, a man, he was sick and he was feeling really sick at work. And this is in the US where you don't have such ease of public transport. So he called his wife, who also works in the neighborhood, and he told her that, I'm feeling terribly sick. Can you give me a ride home? I really need to take care of myself. Can you give me a ride home? And she goes, did you know I'm actually in this conference? And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were in a conference. Yeah. And then she goes, yeah, it's not so important. There's not much for me to do, but I'm really liking it here. So why don't you ask someone else for a ride? And this man is shocked. You know, she's in a conference. I can respect that, but she doesn't have much to do. There's no role for her there, and she's just hanging in there because she's liking it. And here I am sick, and she doesn't have the decency, doesn't have the patience, doesn't have the care and concern to take me home. So this man somehow figures out a ride, goes back home, and is resting, and then he's getting sicker at home. You call the doctor, too tired to drive and get medicines. He calls his wife and says that, I'm at home. Can you hurry up a little bit? I think I'll feel better if, you're there at home with me. And also, these medicines need to be picked up at the pharmacist. So can you please also do that and feel better? And she goes, oh, how did you come back home? And he goes like, I got this ride. I took a cab or whatever, And she's like, oh, if you were well enough to come back home on your own, I think you're just doing fine. I think you're just overreacting to all of this, etc. I'm still in the conference and I'm meeting someone at Starbucks and I'll come later. She comes back later, doesn't get the medicines. And then she's like, oh, you're just doing fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Complete gaslighting of the whole experience. Then he questions her, like, why did you not come to pick me up, when you were not doing something so important at the conference? And then she goes, hey, but you're fine. You just came back on your own. If you were not fine, you would have, not come back on your own. And he's like, what do you expect? You wanted me to come in an ambulance? That's when I would get your attention. And she goes, I think you're just doing fine. I'm going to the gym now because I think you're absolutely okay. And I'm just going to the gym, going to work out and come back. More and more gaslighting. The man gets frustrated, and when he starts screaming, and they're like, "What are you screaming about? I didn't do anything to you." And that's why the man says, "Exactly, you didn't do anything for me." So these are different ways in which they gaslight you. They put you down completely. They invalidate your experiences, invalidate your reality, so that they can control you. And there are three things. There are three stages you go through, to finally break down completely and be able to be completely manipulated by them. Is your first thing is disbelief, right? So when they're gaslighting you, and they don't immediately start gaslighting you, right? So they've love bombed you, they've got you hooked into the relationship, and then they're just flowers, love, shower, affection, praise, whatever you want, all the good fuzzy stuff, you're getting it. And then gradually they start gaslighting you because they can't keep up with the charade. They can't keep up with that love and affection because that's all false. They're people who don't know how to love, and they have no empathy. And so gradually they start gaslighting you. So because you trust them and they've shown so much love to you, you start believing what they're saying a little bit. But you're still in disbelief when they're gaslighting you, and you're like, no, I don't think so. I think you have the wrong idea. This is not how it happened, and this is how it happened. You're still confident, you're in disbelief, but you're still confident, you're still holding your ground. The next stage is you start defending yourself. You really want that other person to believe your side of the story. You're tired. You're like you're defending, you're questioning if the gaslighter has a point. You will defend yourself. You keep questioning them. You keep telling them their point of view is not right, but because you're a fair and honest person, you also try to look at it from their point of view, and you're looking whether there something I'm missing. Like while you're defending, you're getting confused. Maybe they have a point there. Repeat a lie many times, it becomes the truth. So you start losing your sense of reality. You start losing confidence in yourself when you start seeing things from their point of view. Maybe it's right. Yeah, maybe he's right, or she's right. And then gradually you become so depressed, totally depressed, right? Because a lot of gaslighting happens on something that you're not very confident of in your own self. Say a woman is not very confident about her cooking skills, or a man is not very confident about how he looks. So then they know your weakness. So every time you cook something and you're not very confident about your cooking and you're looking for some appreciation, praise, feedback, and you're nervous about it, they'll never praise you. They'll say cooking is bad, this is not good, that is not good. And that's because they see that sees that's your weakness. And by not giving you what you need, the encouragement and the support, and by saying stuff is bad, even if it was good, you start losing confidence in yourself, and you have this low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and their ultimate goal is to you doubt yourself so much that you become totally dependent on them and only them, and under their control. So this is how gaslighting breaks you systematically. Repeat a lie over and over again, becomes the truth. Initially you try to, you're in disbelief, then you try to defend, and then you just give up and you break down. Right? Now, what can you do when you're surrounded by such people? How do you deal with it? One thing I suggest is go low contact with those people. When you go no contact, they know that you've figured them out, and that enrages them, and then that can cause them to try to destroy you more. It's better to be low contact, keep the relationship, but keep some boundaries. Don't get too involved in the communication with them. You don't want to give them the feeling that you've understood them. So you go low contact. You maintain cordiality, but you maintain less contact. Answer as much as required. Don't get into unnecessary engagements with them, and keep it cordial, but keep it low. Keep it minimum, and keep your boundaries very clear. The second thing I want you to do to protect yourself from these gaslighters and to stop believing in them is to connect back with your well-wishers who know you for a very, very long time, preferably even from your childhood, and keep your connection with them. And if you're looking still, this whole gaslighting causes us to have this need for validation, which we should have, but we end up having that thing. So connect back to who you used to be. before you were gaslit. Connect back to all your achievements, your laurels, your goodness, the praise that you had received from other people, the appreciation, the kindness, the care. Connect with all of that. Connect back with people who have been your well-wishers for very, very long time. And they're not coming up as, as well-wishers, but actually gaslighters. No, true well-wishers. Connect back with them. Connect back with how they treat you so that you learn a better way to treat yourself and you are able to unlearn all this loss of confidence, etc., and you're able to regain your confidence again. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're looking to heal yourself from gaslighting abuse, if you're looking to heal your need for validation, people pleasing, bring your confidence back, and join the ease coaching program that we have. We have different we have one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and coaching and healing through courses. So that's a great program for you. A lot of people have healed themselves by going through this program, and also come back to their own potential and reduce their susceptibility to different types of toxic people. If you want to help others in healing themselves and helping them grow and helping them grow and glow, then also you could join ease to become a coach. So we have an ease coach certification program that you could join, where you could contribute and to your passion of wanting to reach out and serve people in healing themselves and in growing themselves and in living their full potential, because we are here to serve. We are here to either get coaching, we're here to help you get your coaching, the coaching that you need, and or we're here to help you become a life coach and fulfill your passion or reaching out to people. So thank you very much, and I look forward to serving you in the future with many more videos. And request you to also check out the East programs to see which ones would be beneficial to you. Bye bye.